If you're tired of living paycheck to paycheck in 2025, this video is your wake-up call. In this video, we're going to be talking about the 5 habits that you need to implement right now so that you can start growing wealth no matter where you're starting from. Let's get into it. Habit number 1 is to live below your means and invest the difference. So many times when I'm talking to people, they make a little bit money, then they make more money, then they make more money, and every time they get a bump in their income, they always raise their quality of life. It is so important to make sure that as you make more money, you don't always increase your quality of life, but that you actually increase your investing. You want to start making your money work for you. In Steadyworth, we always talk about the wealth accumulation flywheel, and it goes like accumulate, manage, and grow. And think about those 3 things when you're trying to live below your means. You want to accumulate money. You want to make sure you're managing that money so that you have money left over so that you can grow it. If you don't manage your money correctly and you don't grow it, you'll never be able to start creating real wealth. So think about that. And then also when it comes to living below your means, I don't mean that you have to live a meager lifestyle, but you want to find what is comfortable enough for you, but what is also the right amount so that you could save. I would look to be saving at least 10 to 20% each month of your take-home income, whether that's in your 401k, whether it's in a regular brokerage account, a savings account. Of course, if you don't have an emergency fund, you want to first make sure you fund that, but you want to make sure you're saving to 10 to 20% every month is so very important. Habit number 2 is to set weekly financial check-ins with yourself. I like to call this going on a money date. Take yourself on a money date, whether it's a coffee shop, your dining room table. My wife Laura and I, we sit down at the dining room table every Monday and we call it Money Monday. And we go over all of the transactions that we've spent in the last week. And just like habit number 1, talking about living below your means, it's hard to know if you're living below your means or not if you're not tracking what you're spending. So it's so important to make sure you check in with your finances, and this is what's going to allow you to stay on track to make sure that the money that you're not spending, that you're saving, is actually going into those investments. So take yourself on a money date and track your spending. Habit number 3 is to set some clear financial goals. Let me walk you through my favorite exercise on how to set great financial goals. Take a pack of flashcards and write 1 goal per flashcard on each flashcard. So 1 goal. So each flashcard you have, if you have 20 goals, you have 20 flashcards. Then on the back of that flashcard, write 2 to 3 things you're going to need to do to make sure you accomplish that goal. After you've written that on all 20 flashcards or however many you have, then put the cards in order of importance and start working on the top 3. Generally, it's hard to focus on more than 3 things at a time, but start working on the top 3, and you want to make sure that the top 3 that you're working on don't conflict with each other, such as if you're working on paying off high interest debt and saving for a house, you probably can't do both of those at the same time. You probably should just choose one and focus on one. But first, put your goals in order, use the flashcard system so that you know, hey, I'm going to start working on this right now. And then start working towards the 3 most important. But if 1, 2, and 3 are conflicting with each other, then just choose one and just work on that one. Habit number 4 is to automate your wealth. So as you get paid, of course, you're going to want to have money going into an investment account like we talked about in habit number 1. But the best thing to do is to set this up on automation. So if you're saving for retirement, of course, go ahead and speak to that HR person. Make sure that they're taking the money straight out of your paycheck and it's going into your company-sponsored retirement plan. If you're wondering how much should go into the company-sponsored retirement plan, at minimum, you want to make sure that you're contributing enough to receive the match, whatever it is that your company's doing. Ask your supervisor what it will be. But even if you put in a couple $100s, you can say, hey, how much is it if I only put in 100 a check, 200 a check, 500 a check, 1,000 a check? What's my take home? So you can have them run different scenarios for you and they'll tell you what your take home is. But make sure you automate that retirement savings. If you're saving into a regular brokerage account, an IRA, or even an emergency fund, automate that too. So when you get paid and the money hits your account, it automatically goes there. Because when it automatically goes there, then it's already spent for the month and you don't have to think, oh, well, maybe I accidentally spent this, then I have to go back and try to fix it. No, make sure it's automated, put the money there and learn to work with what's left over. Habit number 5 is to get serious about your financial education. There's several ways you can do this. You can listen to a podcast, you can read a book, you can hire a coach, you can go speak to a financial advisor. If you don't know where to start, I would suggest reading a book. There's a great book called The Psychology of Money. I wish I had it in here while I'm filming this video. I have it in my other room. But just read a book and start understanding about yourself. Start understanding about how you react to money, what your relationship to money is. You want to make money your friend, because a lot of times people say, hey, I'm fearful of money, or I think I'm going to make a mistake. So then they won't be as hands-on with their money. You want to make sure that you understand your relationship with money so that you could be hands-on. So start investing in your education around money, read a book, listen to some podcasts, start building a base knowledge of the fundamentals. If you would like some help, there's a link below. Book a call with me. I'd love to connect with you. We coach people on how to make sure that they are living a life that they're currently excited about while staying within their means and planning for a financially responsible future. So at Steadyworth, we love helping people. Go ahead and book a call below. We would love to connect with you. If you've gotten some value out of this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Please consider subscribing to our channel. We have been looking at the YouTube analytics, and we see that over 80% of the people who watch our YouTube videos are not subscribed. So if you're not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. We would appreciate the support. We're working to get our message of financial education and equipping the next generation of wealth builders out to the world, and we would appreciate your subscription and your like. Have a great day, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.